Okay, welcome to our next online tutorial. This one is for using Compass to look at your child's learning task, which is part of our progressive reporting. So every term, each week, we send out different learning tasks. Normally they'll pop up through a Compass newsfeed to you with the newsletter. So the teacher will say, here's the newsletter. Also, don't forget to check out this week's learning task or progressive report, which is linked to maths or writing or reading or their student social development. So the way we do that, and again, this is on for a laptop or a desktop device or opening web browser, is you sign in. Once you sign into Compass, it will be at your normal home page. If you click on at the top on your little home, it'll bring this up. So once you're in here, you will then go to profile. So this takes you into your profile of your student. Okay, now once you're in here, you're going to click on learning tasks. And as simple as that, up pop all the learning tasks for your child. So these ones are all term 1. You can see term 1, week 8, maths unit 1, term 1, week 8, reading. If you go down, you'll scroll down to the bottom, there'll be 2 pages. So go to the second page, and here are all the up-to-date ones. So already we're up to term 3. All the ones for term 3, term 4 obviously just started. There'll be some of them popping up soon. But once you've got them, you can then click on whichever one you want. So let's click on, we'll go maths unit 2 from term 3. Once you click on that, here's the information, like an overview of what the learning task is about. So students have recently completed their mathematical unit, and it tells you that they set a goal and they do their pre-test, post-test, celebrate their growth, those sorts of things. Then you go to feedback. When you click on the feedback, it then comes up with your child's comments. So looking at this, it's got the level, effort, behaviour, and the teacher comment. So what you'll notice with the teacher comment is through our point of need teaching for each student and the fluid movement of groups, each child may have a different teacher within that learning team for that unit of work. So Bailey has Miss Van Lambert. Bailey's my daughter again, so don't worry about confidentiality. Bailey has Miss Van Lambert as a home group teacher, but then she's working with Miss Handy for this maths group. So they have all the details here, and then you'll see down here there's also a copy. So when you click on this little download button over here, it will download quickly for you the essential assessment report for Bailey, which we should be able to open. Yep, so we'll open that there, and you get a printout of Bailey for her measurement and geometry unit. She's got 58% on the pre-test for range 1.5 to grade 4, and then year 1.5 to grade 4, she's got 71% on the post-test. So pre-test, post-test, if you scroll down, it will also tell you based off that test, it is only based off that one online test they do, what Bailey understood and what she still misunderstands. So it's a great little tool to have a look at that. And then obviously going back, that's the comment there. We go back in here, we can look at another one, which is reading. So obviously the first bit explains all the terms about reading. We obviously use Fontys and Pinnell. So we use that as a reading program and a guide for assessment for our teachers with students. So comprehension score, 0, 1, 2, 3, you'll see that's what it means. Fluency scoring's there as well. You also have a guide to the Fontys and Pinnell levels for what year they're at. So looking at Bailey, who's sort of mid-year, end year, grade 3. So we're looking at a level P. So you get an idea of where your child's at. So she's at a level Q. Reading effort is excellent, behaviour excellent, accuracy 97, fluency is 2 out of 3. So to know what that means, we can go back over and look at what a 2 means. So reads primarily in 3 to 4 phrases. So that way you can really see where your child's at. And again, working with Miss Van Lambert in the Stenction Reading Group. That comment there is from your teacher. Comprehension, 5 out of 9 is limited at that book that they've done. So moving back again, that's how we look at the reading. Writing is again writing. Again, explains that we use VCOP as one of our writing strategies. And we can go through to the feedback again. It's got the level, the effort, the behaviour, the teacher comment with Miss Hendy. And then you've got a pre-assessment, post-assessment, and a rubric. So looking at these ones, you can look at Bailey's pre-assessment. You open that up, there's a pre-assessment on horses, always writing about horses and ponies. And then you go to a post-assessment, so it will show Harry Potter. You can see the improvement in terms of paragraphing, setting it out, lots more writing there. And then you can also look at the rubric. So included in all of these is a rubric. Make that a little bit bigger for you. So this is our VCOP rubric, and you can see the level. It's between grade 3 to grade 4. You can see the I can statements. I can structure work according to text type using appropriate features. In the pre-write, she was on her way. So green means the work submitted with this, that the child can actually tick that off. Yellow means they're on their way, and red means they still are developing the skills to that I can statement. So you can see the pre-write here. Bailey's come down with a 5, which put her at a 2.5 Vic curriculum level, and then on her post-write after 6 weeks or the whole term of concentrating on this genre type of writing, she's done a post-write, and you can see the improvement, and she's now got 11 in total up to 3. So it allows you to really see where your students' writing's at as well. Heading back in, we'll go back to the learning tasks again, and what you'll notice is there's also their specialist subjects. So depending on what they've done for the term, so we've got performing arts. So we can look at performing arts again. It has a comment, that's a generalized comment of what they do in grade 3 in performing arts, and then they'll have the feedback for that. So you'll have their effort, their behavior, and what level they're at. And also in there, you'll have some attachment of some sort of work sample or a photo of the students. So opening that up. And there's Bailey with a couple of her friends as well in performing arts. So that will be the same for each of the specialist classes that they run. So you'll get a nice photo or some sort of sample of their work to see how your child's progressing.